Good morning, everyone, and happy Saturday from sunny Florida. Yes, I'm here. I'm here, I'm settled, and I'm alone. Mike's still in Pennsylvania. It's killing me not having my husband down here with me. It's been 2 weeks, and I have 2 more weeks to go until I see him just for a weekend. And then he's going back to Pennsylvania again for 3 more weeks. So right now it is March 3rd, and he's moving down April 7th. So again, it's killing me. That is the only negative of my entire experience. But excuse me, I'll go into details later about the mess getting here and how much of a nightmare it was, and getting the house that we're in. Excuse me, I haven't had any breakfast, and all I've had is my tea. And oh, what's up with me? Pollen's crazy down here right now. I don't suffer from allergies, but I'm wondering if just because it's so much that it's doing this. Anyway, I get off track. And I'll give you a tour of the house and stuff like that at a different video. But today I wanted to talk to you about how everything fell into place. I know some of my videos that I had posted a few months back, it was more of a topic of, instead of a vlogging style or cooking, it was more of a self-improvement type thing, and stuff that I was doing to improve myself internally, which then carried over into the physical, which I will say I put on weight down here because I don't have to cook healthy right now because Mike's not here, so I'm eating junk. I've got to stop that. Anyway, I get off track again. So one of the videos that I had done, it talked about removing toxic people from your life, and that was the game changer that allowed everything to fall into place for me. When I lost my father, I did the video on the relationship my father and I had, which was not a good one, but I'm the only child, so I was the one that had to take control of the body and what to do and everything. He never even told me his wishes. I had to go on hearsay from what his friends said to do with him. And I just wasn't ready to let go. I had hope all my life that that man would want a relationship with me, and he never did. It was a very superficial relationship. Maybe deep down he really felt something, but I'll never know. But I always had that hope that someday he would change and make me a priority instead of drinking and his friends and all that. So when he died, that hope died. And it was devastating. I grieved more for the loss of that hope than I did for him. So anyway, would I consider him a toxic person in my life? Absolutely. But he was cremated, and I had the cremains in my apartment in Pennsylvania. And they'd been there for months. He died July 23rd. So December, I don't even know what month I'm on. My life has been such a blur lately. I was down here in Florida in December on vacation to see the kids. And I had a job interview, and I thought I had the job. But then the guy called me and said, because this is a job that he was creating because of being extra busy in the office, he had to get approval from corporate, had to go on the corporate website for 10 days before they could offer it outside. Day number 10, someone took that job. It was in an area of Florida that was still in the Tampa Bay metropolitan area, but it wasn't exactly where I wanted to be. It would have put me pretty far south and a lot farther from the kids, although it would have been in a cheaper area. So anyway, I didn't get that job, but the day that they told me, which was day 10 of it being listed on their website, they lost an agent in their Tampa office. So they had already forwarded my information, and they called me to, no, let me backtrack. Right before they called me for an interview, I had been going through a very tough time, mentally and emotionally. I was sad when I came home from Florida because I didn't want to be back in Pennsylvania anymore. I just wanted my life to move forward. And I felt like when I couldn't have that job until it was on the website for 10 days, I thought, this is ridiculous. Why isn't things just moving in the direction I want them to? I'm doing everything I need to do, and it's just not happening. So I was very frustrated, and I started curing my pain and trying to escape from my reality with drinking. I drink. It's just, I drink, but I don't drink a lot. You know, I'll drink wine and I'll drink an occasional rum or tequila, but I don't sit in bars. I hate beer. I don't drink every day. But when this was going on, I was drinking multiple tequilas or rums. I didn't even drink wine anymore. I was just hitting the hard stuff and hitting it every day. And there wasn't anything in particular that gave me a wake-up call. I just knew in my mind that I was drinking for the wrong reasons. It was no longer a social thing and drinking for taste. I was drinking to escape. I was falling into such a bad state. And I knew why. I had to let go of my father. So I made a decision that I had a Thursday off the upcoming week. And I had a floating holiday I had to use up at work. So I told Mike I was going to, on my day off that Thursday, go spread my father's ashes up on his land near State College. And I was taking Friday off as my mental health day, using my floating holiday, because I didn't know what shape I would be in mentally and emotionally. And then I needed to do it alone. He was not welcome to go along. I was renting a car to do it because I didn't want anyone up there to recognize my vehicle. Mike was a little upset with me, but he understood that I had to have this done. So Monday or Tuesday, I rented the car to be picked up Thursday morning. And that same day, I got a call from the AAA down here in Florida that they wanted to schedule a phone interview with me for the Tampa office. And they wanted to do it Thursday afternoon, the same day I was spreading my dad's ashes. Well, if you've taken any professional development class, you know that when a prospective employer offers you an interview, you don't say no, you do it. You change your plans, you do whatever you have to do. If you're serious about the job, you're gonna absolutely say yes immediately. So I had to spread my dad's ashes in the morning, drive 2 hours back home, and have a phone interview. And that's what I did. Thursday morning, I got up. Enterprise picked me up. I went back to their office, signed off on the rental car, and drove 2 hours. If you know the backstory, my dad lived up near State College on the side of a mountain, up dirt roads. It was kind of a secluded area, and you're off the highway for probably 20-some miles on back country roads just to get to where you turn off to go up to the Stone Road. So I got off the highway, stopped at a gas station, and used the bathroom, and just kind of composed myself and started going back in. And I was okay on the drive up there. I was on a mission. I had my dad sitting next to me on the seat. And about the last 4 or 5 miles, I broke down. I lost it. If somebody would have passed me on the road, I don't even know if anybody did, I don't remember, but it's a wonder they didn't call the cops. I remember just crying and yelling at him and just so many emotions. I told him every single thing that I thought of him and his family and how I was being treated. And I told him I don't want him in my life anymore, because I had more than one very horrible, just horrible, I don't know what other word to use, dream that he was in. And I told him, you will not come to me in my dreams anymore. You are no longer part of my life. I thank you for giving me life, but that's it. It's over. I'm done. when I turned off the hard road onto the stone road to go up to the house, I immediately changed. My emotions were done. I dried up. No more crying, no more yelling. I was on a mission at that point. It was a beautiful, sunny, although cold day. I turned back the driveway and drove up past the house to the one big garage and parked the car. I opened the door, and it was almost like there was such a cloud of oppression in the air. I just felt scared. At that point, I'm going, Michelle, what the hell did you do? Why are you up here alone, you crazy woman? I was petrified. I had no glove with me. I had no cup with me. I had nothing. I was reaching my hand right into the bag of cremains, and I just started throwing them around the perimeter of the property, and I was doing it very quickly because I was so scared. No one was around. There was nothing to be scared of, but it just felt so very eerie to me. I knew that place was different, and I knew it was a toxic environment. I got back in the car. Well, after I shook out the bag and spread the rest of him, I said, you're home. Now I'm moving forward with my life. I ran to my car, flew down the driveway, flew down the stone road, and was probably back on the hard road probably close to 10 miles before I realized, crap, I forgot to text Mike, because Mike wanted me to keep in touch. Now, once you get back toward my dad's house, about the last 5 miles, you have no cell phone service. It's that remote. So he said, you make sure you text me when you're almost there, and text me as soon as you're done. Well, I forgot. But when I remembered, all I did was text him, I'm done. Stopped at that same gas station, went in, used the bathroom, washed my father off of my hands. I had ashes all over their steering wheel and the gear shift of the rental car, all over the sleeve of my sweatshirt. I cleaned myself up, got some wet paper towels out, brought them out to the car, cleaned everything up, turned on the music, and flew down the highway for 2 hours. And it was fabulous. I left it go. It's a long story to say, I left it go. I got home. I had about 2 hours to mentally just chill, and I had my phone interview. The most brutal interview I've ever been through in my life. 45 minutes with two people on conference call with me over the phone, asking me some of the hardest sales questions I've ever been asked. I've never been put through an interview like that. And I thought for sure when I hung up the phone that I blew this. I just was not mentally prepared. I was not emotionally prepared, even though I had felt like I was in a better place. It had been a rough day for me. I was drained and exhausted from all the emotions that I had already gone through. So the one interviewer said, okay, we have a couple more interviews. This was a Thursday. He said, you will know by next Wednesday either way. I said, okay, sounds great. So Friday, my best friend Missy took off work. We went down to Towson, Maryland, and went to the Cheesecake Factory, and we're doing some shopping. And my phone rang, and it was Tampa, Florida on the caller ID. And I knew. I picked up the phone, and I got the job less than 24 hours after the interview. And I was told I would have to wait 6 days. At that point, my life just started falling right into place. The downside is they gave me 3 weeks to get down here from the day they offered me the job. My 2 weeks notice up there, and 1 week to pack, move, find a place, and get ready for work. So it has been a complete whirlwind. But I say all that to say this. Once I got rid of that final toxic person in my life started falling into place. I am proof that all this stuff that you read and all these self-help books and all the videos that you watch, I'm not a big name. I'm a nobody on YouTube. I don't even make a penny on YouTube because I don't have the subscribers or the views to make money. That's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it to let you know that I am the little guy. I am the little guy that's a nobody out there as far as I'm somebody, I know that. But I'm nobody when it comes to being famous. But it works. It absolutely works. It worked for me. I am down here living the life that I have been dreaming of for years. I see my kids every weekend. I'm in Florida. It's March 3rd and I have my windows open. It's the weather that I've been craving. It's Saturday morning. I'm already in my bathing suit. My butt's going to the beach today. I don't even know what to say. I have had moments where I'm driving to work in the morning and I'm trying not to cry because I feel so blessed and I am so grateful. And I will admit, it was because of my father. It was the little bit of life insurance money that he left me that enabled me to make this move without a penny of debt. There has never been a credit card pulled out yet. So I had a little bit of cash flow to work with because it's expensive to move 1,000 miles from home, and we're going to do it twice with 2 different moving trucks because Mike couldn't come with me. So we're doubling our expenses, and right now we have 2 households going, but we're not. It's not weighing on us. We have such a sense of freedom right now. Again, it's only rough emotionally for Mike and I, but we know that end is near. I've got 5 weeks yet till he's here permanently, 2 more weeks till I see him. So that's what I wanted to tell you in today's video. I'm getting ready to eat some breakfast, and it's 7:40, and I'm leaving here about an hour and a half, something like that, to go pick Tia up because she's going to the beach with me today. We're heading over to Indian Rocks Beach. So I think I'll sign off and just tell you that if there's something you really, really want, you got to let go of your past. You got to let go of those people. I've said it before, you are not your circumstances. You are not your experiences. You are awesome. And if you want something bad enough, you look ahead. You don't look behind. Don't use excuses. Don't use people as an excuse. Don't use circumstances and experiences as an excuse. Eyes ahead. And get rid of those toxic people. Okay? I will see you later. Bye.